Hey,
Hello.
Hey man, welcome out to Bodega Nights. I'm Joao. Up on the left we have Martin, we have Josie, we have Kai, and we have Miko, the ironic gamer. Um, what up?
it's pretty good. Thank you for having us tonight, and yeah, thank you for accepting this pitch. We got two of the cast of Anonymous a bit earlier than expected because we did have a separate recording like a couple of months back. So, as Jao mentioned, we got Josie and Kai. Guys, can introduce
Hi.
yourselves.
So who starts? Josie, do you want to go ahead?
You go first. You go first.
All right. So hi guys, I'm Kai Montada. I'm one of the voice actors. Yeah, for Exesanonymous. My episode's already out now, but I really wish that you guys could listen to everything because it's also good. Josie, your turn.
So, awesome. And hello, everyone. And hello to everyone watching this. I'm Jose. I'm also a voice actor of X's Anonymous. Actually, my episode was the episode that kickstarted the whole like online show.
Series.
Yeah, the online series. And what do you call it? So there, I actually got the chance to actually play a character, act as one of the characters for X's Anonymous before the pandemic. So it was really fun to relive this again online. So yeah, hello.
I am also here. Hello. I'm the Roy Gamer, and I've been busy with random tech stuff, and now I spent the entire afternoon fixing cables, and dear God, I have so many cables.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Cable management.
Right, so
yeah.
I'm not sure if there's very much crossover between like the people that listen or watch Bodega Nights and the people that listen to X's Anonymous. So like, what is X's Anonymous? I personally love the project, but I'm not sure there is too much crossover. So either of you, or Martin, because you have like you have a lot of skin in the game. Skin in the game. Huh.
What?
That's kind of
What does that
morbid.
mean?
I have no idea.
Skin?
Anyway, either way.
Okay. Like what?
I can give a good answer for. I mean, he played a big part. I think Martin played a big part in sort of bringing X's Anonymous to life. So.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Really? It's actually our friend and the author, Dr. Joao Antonio, who wrote. Yeah. I'm very happy his work basically got, rendered into an audio series. So when we heard that, I'm like, oh my God, Joao, our plan's foiled. We're planning this. We're planning to do it on our voice. These kids. Just kidding. And then I said, I know Ava, I know Rafi. Yeah, I'll ask them if they wanted to be hosted so we can, help it be out there.
Right. So Joam is Joam. Well, he was a student during my time, but he was your teacher's, I will assume. And yeah, dude.
Yes, he is.
He was a teacher. Yes, he was present.
He was a teacher. Yes, he was a teacher. He still is.
He was probably your teacher's or whatever. But he really likes writing and whatnot. Like I thought I heard somebody say something.
No.
Oh, anyway.
No, not me.
And he created pretty much a series of short stories about, quote, how X's became X's. And Martin had this harebrained idea, like, dude, we should make like a series where we read those things out loud dramatically on like a Channel 14 podcast or something. And, me being the ever supportive friend was like, yeah, dude. Yeah, sure. Like knowing full well that like, oh my God, this is going to be, work on top of work. And when Martin mentioned that you guys wanted to put together X's Anonymous, you have no idea how happy you made me for like not having to do all of that work that Martin would have made me do. Right? He would have been like, dude, edit this. I'm like, edit. Yeah, sure.
I'm out part of that. I'm going to be doing lots of the video editing.
Yeah.
Right, so I don't know. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for saving me from that.
Like,
being conceptualized. The original plan, of course, before pandemic, was to actually stage it as a play. But then, of course, the pandemic happened, right? And then, so the people who were in charge of really executing the whole plan, of course, they had to reroute their plans. And so their next idea was to turn it into an audio podcast or something like that, a read aloud type of event. And then it evolved thanks to Rafi and Ava, by the way, were the ones who, for those who are going to watch this, Rafi and Ava were the ones who sort of put the idea together to turn it into an online podcast. And then they approached, or I don't know, Martin, did they approach you or did you approach them?
Oh, I approached them if they needed hosting.
There you go. So
that's it.
So the three musketeers put their brains together and then turned it into a full-blown audio series, which is really cool. And we have a whole group chat with all of the voice actors. Of course, one of exesanonymous scripts, right? If you go to the website, there's a bunch of them. So for each script we have one voice actor, and so it's a really fun group chat with a lot of combination of young and old voice actors. Of course, Kai and I are part of the younger side.
Oh yeah.
You don't say. I mean, any younger to be child labor laws already.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's not child labor if it's acting. Really?
Yes. Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
But
not mining, it's acting as minors.
Oh god. But there's no exesanonymous script that features a minor.
Thank God.
What about woodcutters?
Isn't one that would be different.
Wait,
We would do that.
I mean,
That'd be scary, dude.
technically there is an episode, but it's just a description of someone's daughter, and I think that
makes it extra
6.
creepy now.
The narrator was saw the daughter of her ex-boyfriend or something in that, where we're now. I think that was the episode.
Okay.
There wasn't any attraction to the daughter,
Nope,
was there?
nope.
That's different.
There was none. There was that. It's different.
Okay, there's
It's
no
wholesome.
Twilight werewolf thing going on, right?
Oh my god! Oh, I didn't have to remember that. Oh.
I was reminded because people talked about how they were forced to watch Frozen 2. I remember why I had to watch Twilight.
I was forced to watch Twilight as well.
Hey.
I mean, the first one, but the last one was cool, and then it turned out to be just a dream. I was like,
Yeah, I hate
oh my
that.
god, they're dying! Oh my god, the violence! Oh my god!
Oh, it's a dream sequence. Oh, okay.
Ah! It's like, this
So
was so
you can do that with
cool.
You can do that with your
ruined
fake
it.
sunglasses.
I gotta admit, I actually haven't fully watched the Twilight series.
it's okay.
I mean, good for you, I guess.
I only know about the first one where he's like, "Say it, you know what I am. Say it." That's it. And I've only seen scenes of the movie, when I catch glimpses of the TV and stuff. But that's it. I was never part of the hype where girls my age were like, "Oh, I'm Team Edward. I'm Team Jacob," and then they just compare. That was horrible. That was a horrible time in my life.
Yeah, and that's why we ended up in the same circle, because we're part of that same group that's like, oh my god.
What the hell is
Oh my
this?
God, ah.
Like Robert, what's his name? Robert Pattinson is really
Robert
good, but
Pattinson.
the rest of it is crap,
Yeah,
I
that's a
gotta
pretty
say,
good
I know
actor,
that
no
Robert
offense.
I know that Robert didn't
Yeah.
like his role there though.
Yeah.
Kristen
A lot of regrets.
Stewart evolved. I like her other movie, but it was like a European movie thing. She was so different than Bella Swan. She actually had facial expressions. It was so different. I'm like, that's her?
Oh, so
my
she
God.
can act. Okay, so it was horrible,
Yes.
directing at that point.
Directing.
You
Yeah.
know,
It's,
I gotta
it's just
say,
directing
she is
now.
pretty good. She is
Yeah.
pretty good in acting.
I mean, it's a bad part
she
about
wouldn't
being
be in the
part of a-
industry.
No, I mean, that's a bad part about being in the bad movies. People assume you can't act right. No, I was
Yeah.
told to do this.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like,
you get branded.
okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Have you guys seen Charlie's Angels, the new one? I know that Kristen Stewart is in that one as well.
she was there. It was. I want to watch it because I want to see Patrick Stewart. I
I've
haven't
only watched
it yet.
two of them: the original one and the next one, and that was it. And we lost someone.
Yeah, we lost Kai. Oh no.
I was gonna say the Chad was great. The
Gonna
Chad
have
is
to-
awesome.
I'm gonna
The
have to
Chad
make
is
another overlay. No.
You did like the dangerously.
And when
Oh
she
no,
goes,
now she's sideways.
She's sideways. Oh.
I had to fix the
okay.
connection,
No,
and I
it's all
had to
good.
fix the stand. I couldn't fix it with how it's set up right now,
So this was a
Okay,
work
yeah,
It was a
now
ride.
you're.
stand.
it was a ride.
It was a ride.
Oh, not as much of a ride as Joao will have editing this.
Again, which
But how come
Josie?
it never gets through? Like when he talks.
which X's Anonymous script did you do again? I forget which one you did.
Oh, me.
Me.
I did. Oh, wait. Kai or Kai? Yeah, Kai. Kai. What?
You wrote an X's Anonymous script, Martin?
You have an X?
No.
Okay.
The sunglasses
Kai.
make you anonymous, but like
Josie's like lips are moving, but no sounds coming out.
Maybe it's your noise gate.
Your noise gate.
no, dude. It's whenever he talks, it's like we all talk over him, and
Oh.
it's weird.
Don't talk over me.
There you go.
There you go.
What were you asking, Josie?
I just wanted to. I can't remember because there's so many of us in the chat. Which X's Anonymous script were you assigned to?
Scribbles in Red.
Oh, I love that.
That was
Ooh,
Spicy.
brutal. It's
That
more
was-
brutal when it's. Yeah, one of my fave episodes. One of my.
well. I hope I did. I
honest-
hope I did it justice.
That was good.
I'll be honest, the first time I heard the pitch for this, like how X's became X's, I honestly thought it was a story about linguistics to how the letter X became X. Like, I really misunderstood the whole concept. Like, oh, because coming from Joe, like, it could be a cool linguistical thing. Like, that's an interesting story. Oh, it's about X's. Oh, okay. That's also cool. Yeah.
Okay. Because Doc Joam may have an interest in linguistics and also has a PhD in creative writing.
Yeah, so that'd be a really cool story. Oh, it's about X's. Okay, that's also cool.
Still
Yeah.
makes sense.
I remember like talking to Joam all those years ago when he was taking his PhD. He took a class called Language and Literature, which was essentially a linguistics class, and like he really got into it.
Huh.
So cool.
Linguistics is fun like that.
I'm Palanca award-winning playwright.
Ooh.
6 times, 7 times?
7
I
times.
can't do the Booker. I can't do
That's
the Booker
such a
T anymore.
flex.
He just made it like more than 5 already. It sucks. Should have stuck to
You know.
5.
He just
So I
needs
can
to win
do 5
3
times.
more. They just go like this. Jazz hands.
Oh, yeah. Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
Are you a Polanco winner? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What if that's just how you agree to everything now? Like, have you eaten? Yeah.
Like, stop telling us you won 10 times. No, I did it.
Oh man.
So yeah, guys, as of this recording, we have posted on channel14.com episodes 1 to 8. And let me tell you, semi-spoiler alert, the last 2 episodes are going to be downright depressing for some if they listen to it.
Oh god.
Excellent for October.
Say that.
Yes, excellent.
You.
Woo.
So, speaking about depressing, right? When we were the theater kids back in college,
my
the
God.
thing that we kept on talking about was the difference between the Brechtian school and the
The not Brechtian. It's that thing.
you internalize. Yeah, I can't remember what school of acting it was, but it was
Let's just call it kayfabe because I miss talking about wrestling.
yeah, but like the inside the actor's studio type, like sort of all of our exercises were like, okay, turn off your lights and imagine that you are entering the character, blah 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 blah. As actors, is that how you try to get into a role, or is it more like that Brechtian style where you just remove your character like you remove a hat?
So method versus traditional acting.
Yeah, their method. Why did I not get that? I have this really bad habit of taking something quite simple and making it as verbose as I possibly can. Yeah, student asks me a yes or no question, I answer it in like 10 minutes.
Questions true or false, you answer in an essay.
Trolls.
Kai, you want to answer his question first? I'm yeah.
Sure. So it really depends on what role I'm actually going to act out, especially if it's live. I almost got the chance to act with theater students in CSB, but COVID happened, so it didn't push through. But that specific role, like those kinds of roles, I needed to really internalize, listen to a lot of sad music because I have some walls up. And even that play was about exes, like how they broke up. And knowing that I have a lot of walls up, I guess, it took a while for me to get into the role. But for voice acting, it's completely different. I'm a very expressionful, is that the word? I don't know, like expressive. Thank you. I'm losing words again, but I'm very expressive, and I've been telling stories competitively for all my life, I think. Yeah, since I was in preschool.
It's a competition?
And yeah, there are competitions for those. And ever since then, I guess that's how I was able to properly practice my conveying emotions through my voice and just my voice. Because Lord knows how stressful it is to act in front of a live audience with you on stage.
Oh my God.
Amen.
I'm blinded by spotlights. I don't see them.
No, it's more the idea that, okay, there are people watching me. They're going to see my every move. If I sweat, they're going to see that droplet. Like, it's that kind of stuff. Because the lights are on me, even if I don't see them.
That's why I love theater in the round. I would always want to direct the play in the round. That way the actor knows that if
they're surrounded.
That if an audience member is looking in that direction, they are just as uncomfortable as the actor because they see somebody across the stage looking back at them.
Yeah, definitely.
Right,
also,
so
we kind of had to deal with a setup where the audience surrounded the stage like a semicircle.
Yeah.
So there was no safe angle for us to just lax one hand or anything. Like, if I needed to be tense, I had to tense up everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there was no room for movement error.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's a thing. Theater should be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It
brings out, things.
I like how that question can be answered using examples of, because I actually managed to be the president of the Viara Theater Org for like 2 years. So I got.
I was under his presidency that time.
Because of Viara.
Kai was one of our directors. So it's interesting actually to see how the process of learning your characters has evolved in theater today. At least, I don't know how it is for other schools, other universities, but at least in UANP, the way we would train the actors to internalize their characters there was a lot of variety. And it always depended, just like what Kai said, it always depended on the type of character that you're playing. So the first like production that I was managing as the president was an anthology of short plays. I forgot. I think it was a mix of different playwrights, and one of them was actually a mime play. So like, you remember this one, Kai? You remember?
Yeah,
this?
I think this is where the leader was, and where it was the leader.
I've not heard that in a while.
With the leader in it.
Yes. It was the last play of
What?
Was it like out the box?
That was
something about a box.
If it's box, yeah, box 2, 3 box outside a box.
I'm not quite sure, but something like that, like somewhere there.
Was
Holy
called,
shit!
and then the play, the most challenging play actually for like our actors was Act Without Words, because that one was literally a play where they did not say a single word, and everything, the whole story was pushed by the movements, facial expressions, and a little bit of background music, with the actor in it. So it was really hard actually. There was this one time where one of the actors that had for that show night, she internalized her character, because part of the plot of Act Without Words is that this person gets really frustrated because he's stuck in a desert and he like can't get a drop of water and stuff like that. And the actress that we had there, she internalized her character so deep inside that she actually froze in anxiety in the middle of the play. And it actually made some of the audiences very. I saw an audience member crying as she was watching the actress freak out, but she was actually freaking out in real life. And then afterwards,
I shouldn't be laughing.
Like, what the heck happened? Like, how did that happen? And it turns out that she, what she did was, because the director would always tell her that, just remember the scenario you're in. Always think about the scenario you're in. You're trapped in a desert. You're no water. You're exhausted. So she had that thought in her she played those words over in her mind, like, repeatedly until it actually, like, she nearly fully internalized that scenario, and thus causing the sort of mini anxiety or panic attack that happened in the middle of the production. But I mean, she did a great job, and I mean, all the other actors and the other playwrights, other plays from that production did a great job. Some of them actually were more of the whole take the character off, like you're taking off a hat. Some of them did the same thing where they did a lot of research, they did their homework, and they did a lot of practicing at home in order to be their character. Especially I think one of the plays for that production was like the characters were British. So,
was this the one with the burning
Still
house?
Alarm?
Still Alarm. There you go.
Yeah.
It was a hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah, hotel.
Oh, it was a hotel. Okay.
I forgot they redid that after the botch of the second.
I can't forget that one because of that one technical rehearsal where the waiter came in and got like and just like burst in the middle of nowhere, like can't forget that rehearsal.
That's the stuff.
But yeah, I mean, them really did their best to learn the accent and to pretend to be a doorman and stuff like that. It was really fun. It was really cool.
First iteration of Still Alarm, I think they did try to do the accents, but they had a cast that was so challenging. I think it was just the waiter who could do the accent, and the other two, the main characters, who's that? The architect and his friend, were just
I don't remember
their own stuff. I think the only other guy that had an accent was the fireman. He was forcing himself to be Scottish.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Jaime, remember? The 2010 version.
Just as like on the side of, I'm really happy that the theater org after like we left continued in that sort of tradition where there is a preference for theater of the absurd, because I just really love that, right? Because what was it? Act Without Words, that's Samuel Beckett, Eugene Ionesco. Eugene Ionesco is the leader, is one of those great like absurd short plays. And yeah, I guess like Still Alarm is within that sort of wheelhouse as well. So I'm just really happy that you guys continued in that sort of tradition, because I don't know, it lends itself very well to sort of experimenting when it comes to theater, and that's something that theater needs a lot more of, a lot more experimentation. So, Jose, I was just saying that. Oh, he's probably not listening. He had his headset off, and I'm like, I was like, here I was saying that I'm really happy with the way that like when we left the theater org, it was put in good hands, and like we end up with plays from Samuel Beckett and Eugene Ionesco still being put out there. But anyway,
so I gotta share that even if I was only part of VRF for the second half of my stay in the university, it just felt really great to be working with them again, even after transferring to a different school. Like, I don't know, I just really missed it. It felt really humbling to me. It felt really great. It was like coming home to an organization with people that I can't consider family.
Oh
yeah.
Just as on the side, man, we're gonna get Norm here in a little bit. We might get Norm here in a little bit. It means I'm gonna have to make another overlay
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, short story. Since Josie mentioned it, the leader. That is the production where I really got to be more close with Joao, Miko, the other co-director AG, who's also part of channel14.com, and a couple of others. That's how I started to get integrated to this whole Barkada or this group. Because before I'm just like, hey, I'm that friend of Grant. Hey, I'm that friend of Joem. Hey,
Same
I'm
here
all
though.
friends of
Like
you guys.
the cast and the people behind the leader, which is what I stage managed with.
Oh my god.
I just met with half of them like last night. So it's real great. Some good stuff there with good friends.
And it's full circle because in the background of Josie, I mentioned this before recording, it's COD. That's how our group used to bond. And yeah, sometimes Doc Joem joins us. I think he joined once or twice.
We would be binding together over fish. The mighty cod.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's
Joem played Call of Duty?
like once or twice.
We're seeing him in a different light right now, aren't we, Josie?
No, he played because he needed to de-stress, and we.
He was pretty good with claymores, actually.
Yes, that was quite annoying.
He's pretty good with claymores in an M60.
You'd know he's good because the guy who keeps killing us gets killed by his claymores.
Because none of you use claymores. Like, oh no, I actually have to worry about this now. This is annoying. I now have to look down.
Bomb has been planted.
Joem was, yeah. I get the feeling that this is going to be one of those episodes where, or the way this is going to start moving forward is you guys are going to be asking us about Joem. So let's start talking about Joem, dude.
Okay.
Let's spill the beans, spill the tea.
Where do we start? I first met him, I was second year. It was summer. I think that's how I met Joao and the others as well. It was in the couch area of the ACB first floor. There's always this thing called kapihan.
I don't remember ever meeting you, Martin.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
We met in my first play, dude.
Really, that was
Metro
when
Man.
we first met. I always thought we met each other at some point before that. Like, you were always sort of a fixture in my life.
Oh,
That sounds like AG to me. I
Yeah,
don't
that sounds
remember
like
when I
AG
first
to
met
you.
AG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like AG appeared at some point. You're here. I don't know when, but you were inserted at some point.
Yeah, I mean, technically, the very first person I met in our group is Miko because we were in the same class.
Yes.
And he's the guy who always wears the long sleeves because apparently he had majors. And I'm like, this is a cast subject. You sold out? Then I get So, yeah. And then Metro Man happened. I met Joao, AJ.
That was another Joem play, huh?
Yes, he wrote that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That was like
wonder
his take on Don Quixote or something.
Was I acting or a prod crew more in his place? I can't tell. If I did
you
more
prodded
prod work.
You did
That's
prod
I
in
prodded
Metro
for
Man.
everyone.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I prodded for
Metro Man.
everyone. I don't know if I prodded more for him or was acting more.
You prodded for me.
Yeah, I prodded for everyone. I prodded for Cultura. I prodded for Rock. I prodded for Fiare.
Yeah.
I was one-man prod at one point.
Oh, yes.
oh god, that sounds so stressful.
For you?
It is. That's why I never do full-time prod. I like ghost prod, like example of Cultura play when, Josie's sister Kit says, hey, Martin, can you help us move this? Yes, sir. I'm done. Bye. But never prodded in the play. They just call me before the play happens because they know I have ACADs. I'm like, oh, yes, sir. Oh, thank you, Mom. Bye.
Wait, Josie, are you saying something?
Oh, sorry, Josie. Go.
Which one? Which prod were you talking about? The one that my sister was asking help from you.
It was You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. I think she was helping that out, so I kind of moved a couple of the props. That was the time. Oh my God, you were still young. That was 2008.
Dude, I was tiny. I watched that play. That was
Yes. That's long
the,
ago.
oh man.
I do like how Zoom selectively just silences you because I can hear all four of us fine, but Zoom just looks at you. No, you don't get to talk.
Wait, sorry. I just have to say this. The school that I teach at just decided to give us an internet subsidy. We get like we just get we get an extra like few hundred pesos a month as part of our cost of living allowance that comes in like, oh my god.
Dude, that's
That's a big
Time
deal.
to upgrade your speed.
I just read the memo. I'm like, oh my god.
Now splurge on that internet speed. Yes.
I'm putting it in the stock market.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stocks.
Join me in my high-speed internet.
Oh god. So yeah.
I'm gonna put it in Unity. Come on, man. That's a pretty good IPO.
What's Unity again?
Were they
Is
the
that
guys
a
who
game?
botched up Assassin's Creed?
Their IPO. The stock price is the stock price is kind. Anyway, that's probably something that'd be better for Honorico. So, how
Like
did
he's
you
gonna
meet
get
Joam, Meek? How did you meet Joam?
Joam, I'm pretty sure I met them because of John. Like
Okay.
since they pretty much see them all, since you see the teddy bears together all the time, I'm pretty sure I met
bears.
Joam
Teddy
through there.
bear.
It's a thing.
That's
We
how-
call them the bears.
No, but it's cute because we used to refer to Sir Joam as a teddy bear. Like he'd walk into the telling ten and we're just like, oh, it's a teddy bear.
Before
Yeah, no,
you
you
had
had Joam.
two of them.
Yep. Before you had Joam the Care Bear, and you had John the Intensive Care Bear.
Joam the Care Bear.
The bigger bear.
He was yeah, dude.
Yeah, we call them the bears. Wow. Oh my god.
Especially because like Sir Joam always had awesome facial hair.
Yep,
Oh, yeah,
same with
dude.
John.
Very
That's pretty much why I remember meeting him. It's because I met Joam via John, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much there. Like, okay, then so if you either rock or VR or something, because I started doing prod stuff, and then I interact with them more. I don't know when I interact with them a lot more. Probably when I went into Bodega and everything.
Mm.
But yeah, it started with the teddy bears.
I don't remember him. I Joam's facial hair is like I still find that kind of weird. Sorry,
Weird how?
because he was always like the clean shaven one. He was always like at least because he was the cleanest out of all of us back in the day.
Oh, you know what? Now
A
that
high bar.
in it, he has good facial hair, but when he shaves, it's almost as if the facial hair never existed in the
It's
first.
true.
That's
It just makes him look more like a bear.
so smooth.
What kind of bear do you see that has no hair on?
No, but that's the thing. Like he doesn't. I don't know. It just makes him look more like a Care Bear. You're right. It's kind of like more like a Care Bear.
A Care Bear, but not Grizzly Bear, right?
No, that's John.
Without the facial.
I don't
Yeah.
think
That's
we
John,
considered him
right.
Grizzly Bear. He was just a bear. He was a teddy bear to us.
Yeah, but like because we met through we had this group that would meet up on Tuesday nights. We called ourselves the Kangkong Jam, where we'd like hang out and pretend to be the Inklings, you know. And it was always like our buddy X wanted to be like the Tolkien of the group, and Joam always kind of wanted to be like the C.S. Lewis of the group. But then like we were all just a bunch of people that wouldn't be very good representatives of the school, given like the amount of alcohol and nicotine that were consumed at the time. And Joam was always like the cleanest of all of us, like, you know, the straight edge one, if you will. Which is why the facial hair looking gruff is kind of like, I like the new look, man. You know?
That's compensation for his being the cleanest in the group. You know, he's got somewhere.
He had to do it. He had to do it.
Right, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
I can't wait for him to like watch this or listen to this. Like we're just like talking about it.
He's like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen at all. I met you here and here and here. You just never listened to me.
And now he's gonna know that everybody younger than him, especially in my batch, consider him a teddy bear.
But then that's
Because he's
Everyone
never
partially
actually been
knows
my
that.
professor.
It's cross-generational now.
Sure, I don't know how he looks like now, but the last time I saw him, he lost a lot of weight. Like, a lot of weight.
Oh, that's nice. That's good for him. I found most of it.
How did he look like to you, Joao? Because he did have some facial hair when we were talking. Oh, Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like he had the facial hair when like I pulled him in as one of the guest like lecturers for my class, and yeah, he did have the facial hair, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. But other than that, it really wasn't a look that I very much associated with him. But it's good to see. It's good to see that he's that across like I don't know, Sina Martin, but you guys were like the first batch that he taught, like more or less.
I think so, but he was never my teacher. He was the teacher of my batchmates.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he started teaching when I was in my senior year or something, or like my junior year or whatever. And like, I forgot where I was going with this because I was reading like the chat.
The chat? Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, chat, we have live? We're live? Awesome. Hello,
No,
chat.
I'm reading. I'm reading what Martin is telling Norm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about Joao. Get in.
Completely
We
lost
need
my
you to
train
tell
of
him
thought.
about stuff.
Oh yeah,
has more
Norm.
intimate stories.
Norm has a lot of really cool stories about Joam as well because you're familiar with Joam's writing workshops, right?
Plot or story writing workshops,
whatever it is, right? Like right now, all of the business stuff is handled by his wife. But before he got married, the person that was handling all of like the businessy, marketingy sort of stuff was Norm. So in a weird way, Norm was his wife before he had a wife.
Oh my!
Now,
You know what?
Wife prime.
I really like hate myself for this being something that is a reality, is because I've known Sir Joam ever since I was a freshman. You know, so that's 5 years of like working with Viare and him and his productions and his plays and everything. Like even outside the productions outside of Viare would be, well, for starters, X is Anonymous, I have not attended a single workshop that he's hosted for one reason or another, like, you know, the schedules conflict or all this stuff. And I really hate that. Like every time he has a workshop, it's like the universe is like, nope, you can't go.
You should attend them. Like it's especially if you're not there as somebody that's a participant in the workshop, right? Because
I've done that.
Right, because there was we always used to go there and just help him out, and it was a lot of fun.
Does he have online workshops now? You know, considering the times.
Yeah,
he's
right?
doing
it's
online.
Pretty much online. I mean, that's what it is now. But back in the day when they were in fully booked, it was quite cool.
BGC.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
All right,
It's an
let's,
excuse to go to BGC.
all right, let's facilitate this small group sharing thing that being in there. Like,
Yeah.
And then I go to the table. It's weird because we also met a couple of people from that workshop that became our friends or acquaintances, like the early workshops. And there were some from UAP who would attend that because the initial workshops were like on a Saturday at DGC, like Saturday afternoon or Saturday or late mornings up to the afternoons.
all right.
Kai, have you ever attended any of Sir Joam's workshops?
I was
Nope,
about to ask.
not at all.
And Norm.
Here's Norm.
Yes.
Hey, Norm. More work for Joao.
Oh my god, have to make another overlay. Hey man.
Again?
So that's Kai and that's Jose, but like apparently people call him Josie.
Yeah.
Do you have a pussycat?
No.
Oh.
Like a band.
This is a very dated reference.
He has
Yes.
a band.
Really?
They're just not called Pussycats.
This is a very
So it's
dated
not-
reference, Miko. There's this TV show from Hanna-Barbera, I think, called
Yeah.
Josie and the
Yeah.
Pussycats.
And he went to space.
Oh my god, I love the space version. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Nothing like showing off my age with dated references. Yes.
Hey. There was a movie in the 2000s. Oh my god, that's still dated.
Yeah, it
Wait,
had what's
2008
the
now?
Yeah, it was like in the early
it's
2000s. Josie and the Pussycats. It was a movie.
Mila Djokovic, Tara Reid, and
That was at
Rosario
least
Dawson.
15 years ago
Yeah.
by now.
Okay,
I
fine.
mean, yeah,
They
if
were
it's 2000,
also-
it's 15 years at least.
They're also in Riverdale, huh?
Yeah,
See?
they are.
I'm in it. I'm in with the crew. Yeah. I'm not that old. Just kidding. I'm old.
Shut up, Martin.
It's okay.
You're making me regret joining.
You were in the
Today.
lower. You were in one of the lower batches. Anyway, hey Norm, what are you outraged about this week? Because every week we have like this thing where Norm comes in and starts ranting about something. A couple of weeks ago, it was the whole Dolomite thing.
Oh God, who wouldn't want to rant about the Dolomite thing?
Right?
Or
That's not
Mulan.
I mean, I think
Or the
nobody
new spelling the
really-
Filipino.
Nobody really.
Oh my
wants to
God,
rant
we
about
had
it.
an episode of that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another thing that Norm came in with and being like, "Raw," and I think Martin as well. So what's outraging you this time, Norm?
Is there something? Did I list it down? I forget. There's just
Things to be
so many
angry
things to
about.
say. Yeah, it's
How
like
about
going
the
online is
Trump
just
pages?
picking up stuff to be angry about, and you're just like, is it really good for my mental health at this
Oh,
point?
yeah,
I mean, it keeps Twitter alive.
yeah, they
Actually,
thrive on that.
Microsoft bought Bethesda. Is that something you're angry about? The 3080s not being as good as they're supposed to be? Well, that's all my tech news. That's
Well,
amusing.
that's tech.
It's all
Well,
old people news, guys.
They,
Hey,
they-
video games is
yeah.
not old people news.
yeah,
It's
video games is
middle-aged
cool.
news, maybe.
I don't know.
Middle-aged.
I've recently gotten onto the Among Us bandwagon, so more oldies are playing it now.
Oh my
so
God.
Oh,
expect
yeah.
more
I'm
server
playing
crashes.
it too.
It's pretty
fun
fun.
game.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Right?
Hey, I started playing Among Us before it was cool. Just
Yay!
Okay, what year did you start?
Good job.
Good job.
Because I started that one late 2018.
Wow.
Wait, it existed?
2018. It came out 2018. Then back then, our highest amount of players I ever had in one server was 4, but apparently highest based off Steam was 8. It started 2018. That's why I was like, oh, cool, it's finally out and finally people play it. That's an awesome game.
yeah. Like I remember, it might have been last year, 2019, when I first started playing that game. Our PE teacher was like, "Guys, you should play this game. It's called Among Us. If you like social deduction type games," because we were playing like a lot of Resistance and Avalon at the time.
Mhm.
He comes in with Among Us, and he's like, "You guys might want to try this. That way, like even if we don't have like Joao with his little card games, y'all can play it." And
Oh my God.
Yep.
you know,
I think
That's
it's
fun.
like at that perfect intersection of everybody's just online all the time and
everybody just wants
social
to kill
distancing.
each other.
and
Everyone's online trying to do chores and just trying to secretly murder the other person.
Right.
Though, like,
But remember,
Among Us,
Red is always
kind of-
sus.
But like for Among Us, like with at least my generation, question mark. We thought of it as like we used to play that, but like in classrooms during break times, and we'd call it Wolf
Yes.
or Mafia.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Or Mafia.
Yeah.
I love playing
Yeah.
Mafia online.
Those, and it's like, oh, cool, it's just like that, but you get to kill people for real.
you do, yeah,
See, I'm trying to figure out.
for the game.
Yeah, that's fun, but I'm trying to figure out how much of enjoying Among
Sorry.
Us is actually playing Among Us, and how much of it is understanding Among Us me.
The memes are pretty good, but Among Us is the only thing I hate about the game Among Us is it's a game that's only really fun when you're with people you know. Because once you
Yeah.
play with randos,
Oh yeah.
how was it? Someone described playing Among Us with random people is the intellectual version of getting kicked in the nuts. That's how it is. It's just horribly, horribly set up. Like if you don't notice it, there's
Yeah.
no basis, there's no way to think of anything, and we talk, no one understands what's going on. And you're just better off, let's just keep tossing people out until we get the right person. That's how we solve this problem.
Oh, sorry, Josie.
Played a public match. Can't hear.
I heard the words public match.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I said we have Josie out.
Zoom
He's
really
sus.
hates me.
It's like
So-
it really
No, I was
just
saying that the
picks
first time I
up
played a
the. Yeah, when he's trying to get to a point, he just really cuts him out.
Oh my God. What the hell,
It's
Zoom?
selective-
What the hell?
He's like, "Can you hear me?" And it's like perfectly clear. And he tries to
Let's just
pursue
again,
the sentence, and it just cuts him out.
I'll try to mute.
Is it like 4 words maximum?
Do we count as one word? Because that is 4 words.
Zoom has E. Perfect.
But yeah, I do
We
like
would
Among
like
Us. It's
to-
also
yeah.
it's a nice push also that shows that gameplay and good mechanics is what makes a game good, not the prettiness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That's similar with even the game Fall Guys, which I'm amazed how quickly that game turned dark. I was amazed. Like first week, this is so cute. It's so carefree. It's so fun. People enjoying themselves. It's like if Nintendo made a battle royale, it would be Fall Guys. Then a week later, it became, how do I murder everyone around me? I don't want to win. I just want to make everyone else die. It's like, wow, this turned really dark.
Wow.
And
It's kind
then
of funny
perfect
because at the start of the
transition.
quarantine, everybody's like tending to their farms, meeting other animals,
Now you just want to kill people.
and then now you just want to kill people. Like 6 months into quarantine,
Good thing we have video games.
ain't that fun?
People
Good thing it's just
do.
Yes, Josie.
We agree with the point that you made.
what the hell,
Thanks, you, man.
Zoom?
Very
This
low.
Yeah.
we gotta disclose. Like last week, the one that was being hated on by Zoom was the background of Norm. I think.
Oh
it was
yeah,
the green
it thought
screen.
that Zoom thought his face was the green screen.
It still does. Let me just pick a virtual
Like
background.
what?
That was hilarious. Let's see what happens.
No, it probably is fixed now. Like it probably had some weird glitch.
Oh
okay,
God!
Oh my god!
What? Zoom, your face is the green screen. What is your chroma check for them to think? Yep, we have to remove this one.
I mean, it just my windows are fine. It's just me.
Well, yeah, but then Nico was asking the right question though. What is the chroma check, right? Because like when you get rid of a particular color, right?
What color is it choosing?
If you
He's even cutting out my tongue.
if you want to go like full patriotic, you could use a flag as your background. God.
I still don't understand. So Zoom
choosing
hates
Boracay
you
as
because
my
of
background.
audio, and Zoom hates Norm's. I mean, in fairness to Martin, like you kind of match the background, so sure, that's fine. Norm has like pure contrast between him and the background. It doesn't even touch his background; it just chooses his skin, even his hands.
That's
I
This
like how
is
the fact
fine.
you could do this shirtless and it'll be okay. Hello, everyone.
No, we can't.
Oh God!
Your
No,
background.
we're not turning this into a Radio Norm is not a shirtless podcast. Not that.
I mean, no one ever knows
my
it's an
God.
audio podcast.
Guys, this is the guy who I told you about, Radio Norm. Norm, best shit in channel14.com.
Yes, he's that guy.
Oh,
Norm,
actually.
take a photo of your background and then use that as your virtual background and see if you turn invisible.
oh,
Well, I just realized if you have a photo of yourself and turn that into a virtual background, can you just match yourself? It's like, I am fitting into my body. Here we go. Hello, friends.
Let me try to figure that out.
Did it? He's gonna do it.
oh my God!
Take a screenshot and just like turn invisible. Just smile with a freaking Cheshire cat or something. That reference not dated, right? People know about that thing, right?
Of course.
Excellent. Yes. At least you know some cats.
I like how it's like an old person joke when you're trying to figure out do people still understand this?
Oh, that's so sad, man. Like, I felt that when I went into university, when I talked about the Sega Genesis, and my batchmates didn't know what that was. It's like, I hate you people.
Though to be
And you-
fair, the Alice in the Wonderland thing is a classic. It's oh my God!
This is amazing.
I am so bothered. Okay. What?
Can you try smile? Oh God! Can you smile?
Those are his teeth, dude.
Oh my god, okay. That's something. Again, if I was Norm, I would just like, how far can I take this? How far can it let me disappear?
You're
Oh, no.
translucent from the boys, from 7.
I do like though, if Norm ever wanted to be anonymous, this is an option for him.
Yeah, and you
This is
you could like remove your shirt and be completely invisible, dude.
You know what he looks like though? Those CGI invisible people that sneak around.
It's the Predator.
No.
This is
what the Predator.
I'm here.
I think it just perfectly cuts out my ear. Like my
Look, I mean-
iPod. Sorry.
Look at your hairline. It's just like, yep, right here. We stop here.
Yep, right there.
I want to know what your chroma setting is. I really do. This shouldn't be standard. Like the standard chroma setting's blue or green, not skin.
Yeah.
You know, the chroma setting is actually the windowsill, but it's just picking up my skin.
Okay, that's creepy.
So creepy.
So let me just put my glasses back on. So that helps a little bit.
Okay. So in terms of the Zoom stuff, I just wonder why Josie's thing gets his audio just gets stopped every time we talk, because I feel like we can all hear each other except him. So Josie, what did you want to tell us that you keep getting cut off with?
Oh, I was just saying that the first time I played a public match with Among Us, when we were still talking about Among Us, was it was so weird because I was expecting that I'd at least be able to hear the other players talking through like an audio thing. But yeah, that it was a very boring game.
Yep, that sounds about right. There are some games that's actually one thing I quickly learned playing with the boys and everything is you can play a really bad game, but as long as with people you enjoy, we'll find some way to make this work.
Absolutely.
Assuming the game doesn't try to kill itself as you play it. That's a whole different thing. But yeah, you could play the worst games, but if you're with friends, it's just so much fun.
I remember my first time playing Among Us, but like online. So I think that I don't know if it's just me or the servers back then didn't exist. You know, like Asia, North America, Europe. Like, is that just a new thing?
Yeah, it's fairly new.
Oh, there you go. So before that, I had joined a game, and it was Filipino. Like, that's the name. It's the name of the person who made it, Filipino. And I go, okay, this should be fun. I immediately got kicked out because the color that I had on was brown. It was like, si brown, mama mo. Okay. All right. And then I joined another one. It said Holmes, and I was playing with a bunch of, I don't know what nationality they were, but they were speaking English most of the time.
Uh-huh.
And my name at the time, my server name at the time was Adobo. So we're like, oh no, Adobo, you're pretty cool. And it's the first time ever I've seen, oh, what's your alibi green? Like, can you prove it? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, whoa, there's no Mama Mo here. That's so cool.
Surprise.
Among Us, you'll still find the random bits of internet there. But again, Among Us, if you just keep killing everyone as fast as you can, you will win. Be it you, the survivors, or not. Just keep tossing everyone out. Statistically, you will win if you keep tossing people out as fast as you can.
That's true.
Speaking of that, I played like 2 days ago. We didn't do the standard vote off people thing. What we did was, okay, who's the oh!
Check out these guns.
Pancho.
Who's
Trying
the
to figure out.
imposter?
I like if we'll ever have a Halloween episode where we have to dress up. Norm can come in as the Invisible Man. So are you coming out? I'm coming as Hollow Man.
Next.
Hello.
Okay. Before my internet cuts me off, we did a mini game that we didn't have to vote people out. We just had to say who's the imposter. Turns out to be me. So they have to do their tasks before I kill them. So
Yeah.
I only had 2 more people left to kill until they won because they filled up the taskbar.
Oh,
So that's like a different variation.
So close.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's so
close.
But you know, the ratio of
Interesting.
was full.
And
Yeah,
then-
Right, so I heard Josie say I never was full.
You are a starving artist.
We are all starving artists.
I was just saying that I've never played a game where the taskbar like was full.
Oh,
I said never observed a game where the taskbar ever got completed.
yeah, it depends on the players because there are some players, even if you kill them, they'll do the tasks that ghosts can do just to complete the taskbar.
But there are some that when they get kicked, when they're eliminated or when they die, they just
leave the game.
leave the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. no chance of finishing the tasks.
Me, I still stick around just to
They
watch
have
them.
no unfinished business. Screw you
Once I
guys.
die, I have to follow whoever killed me and see how they fare.
We'll just haunt them.
Ah,
I'm
Yeah,
haunting
yeah.
you.
I want Vegeta.
Like, great, how are you gonna
killed
kill this
me.
one?
Okay, do you watch? Are you taking notes? So this is how you stealthily murder everyone here.
Go to vent, pop up.
I don't
like
know.
that.
But yeah, I mean, I do love how some of the new trends are like that, where it's really heavy gameplay. But yeah, it's been a weird series of games coming out and games getting popular, which weren't popular before, now popular now, even game modes. But I feel like the Among Us thing is interesting because it gives us an attempt at, just trying to figure things out with people, trying to interact with more people, which is, I guess, something in the pandemic, you don't get to have the usual interactions face-to-face. So any game that has you actually working with people in some way, it's kind of nice. I mean, I don't really see people. Actually, one of the rare times I see people playing more multiplayer than single player for a long time. Because and this month, LAN is completely dead. There's no way you can have a LAN party. I feel that's already illegal at this point.
Boo. Yeah. Oh wait, Norm, we forgot to ask you. How did you meet Joam? Well, in your corporal form, not in your current form.
If you close your eyes, do you disappear? It's just
It's like this
eyebrows.
weird party trick that I can only do when we have a YouTube video out.
Your forehead looks so shiny.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh
You're
god.
like
invisible, but we still see
Annoying
the sweat.
orange, but it's a talking window.
Creepy when you open your mouth and you can see his teeth.
You don't see the tongue. How did it chroma key your tongue?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh my god. No, don't do that.
No, please, no.
If I just kind of lean back, it's a shirt that's floating around.
We have John
Scary
Cena
ghost.
tonight in Bodega Nights.
John Cena!
But yeah. So, Hollow Man, how did you meet the Joam?
How did I meet you? Oh
Was
my
he a teacher?
God. No, I remember I was introduced to Joe M before he became a teacher. Like he was just graduating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Like
And
timeline
he was with
to
John,
check out.
of course. 'Cause,
Okay.
dynamic duo. I forget about what, but I remember being introduced to them for script writing questions. I had script writing questions, and I was being told, you gotta ask Joe M. Antonio because he's a pretty good script writer for Viaria.
Yeah,
Or
7
whatever.
Polanka. Just need 3 more. He can do jazz hands.
No, he needs 13 more so he can do twice.
Every shake is how many
hands.
times I've won.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also met him via the teddy bears.
Yes, via the teddy bears. I never did finish the script or write a draft, but friendship bloomed.
Yeah.
Yay! Friendship
True
is
call.
magic.
Mhm.
Dear God, it was such a strange time back then in the before times.
It still gets me that people actually use that term unironically now. In the
Yep, the before times.
Before
BC.
COVID.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
In the before times.
right? Because I've been pushing BC as what we should be using to talk about before COVID, but apparently, the before times seems to be becoming the thing that people are saying, which is just
It's so dramatic, though. In the before times, before the dark days, before the pandemic, things were happier. We had 24-hour food. We could order takeout at 3 a.m.
You
It
can
was
go
a
out of your
magical
house at 3
period.
a.m.
Though I know McDonald's is 24 hours again.
Really? Wow, you guys are lucky. Our McDonald's is not.
I mean, they only
No,
deliver.
I mean all
24 hours.
McDonald's. Yeah, delivery.
Really? Huh?
Yeah.
I do not have that option here.
But
you know what, go. I'm gonna check for you, Mix.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's gonna try
I
to
need
order
know.
now.
Because if that's
I'll
the thing,
order now.
I want some chicken nuggets at 2 a.m. Damn it! I want them nuggies.
Somehow, McDonald's just tastes better when the sun's about to come up.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's the.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Speaking of Nuggets, congratulations to the Nuggets. Sad to say they lost to the LA Lakers 4-1. But man, that was a run. 3-1.
Yeah.
They kept killing off
Sports.
the competition.
Totally
So how
understand
many
what you're doing.
touchdowns did they do?
Around a few. But
Yes.
they were no match for LeBron Jordan. I mean LeBron James.
Yes, I know those
Ron
names.
Jordan.
Yes, I am
LeBron
familiar
Jordan.
with this name.
Or Dwight Schrute
I do watch the
Howard.
sports. I watch sports on the couch with the beverages.
Norman's-
Yes.
And I,
Yes.
yes, you could. Yeah.
Damn it, Zoom. Stop muting Jose.
Those they doesn't like Jose or Josie.
It's too distracted by the modern warfare. in the
Okay, you
background.
have
Is
to
that
just
what-
go back to that play where you had no lines. Show us what you feel with your face. Learn. Okay, he told a very bad thing. HR, we need you on this.
HR. What? We have HR in Channel 14?
We might.
Might.
People don't need to know whether or not we do have HR.
Oh, Norm's back. Hey, Norm.
Hey,
Oh, it's Norm.
Whoa.
I've been gone for so long.
I still want to know your chroma keying. I
Out
kind
of
of want to know
nowhere.
that just so I can use that also. It's like, it disappeared.
Like, I feel like students would love that. They just disappear from their online
The
class.
classes.
Man, that's better than being a VTuber, man. Just be like
See,
the
I'm
invisible
gonna
man.
try this.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try to make myself the background for Zoom. So we'll
Oh
see
my
how
god,
it
he's gonna
goes.
do it! And he'll
do
try to
this.
fit into his own face. It's gonna be
Good luck for
amazing.
that. Let me.
This is a lot of suspense. He turned his camera.
Will it work? Can he fit into his face?
Oh no, Martin was the one that just got like
Oh,
internet crapped out.
Go. I want to take your face off.
Hey,
Oh God.
that's trippy. That's trippy. Oh, I'm getting a headache looking at it. Oh my god.
Merging.
Oh. Form coming out of the body. Oh no!
I have a magic trick. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Why? Why is your system like this?
It's gonna be like a weird.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my god, are you gonna take off your shirt because we might have to blur that?
No. It's gonna be like we're trying to figure out like how much of this is blocked out.
You know that when we're done talking, Norm's gonna turn on his Zoom and just like, how far can this go? What does it else does it remove?
right. Like I can imagine the next time he has a meeting with like his boss or whatever, he's like,
Oh, yeah,
I don't have to give
that's-
that report
this is-
anymore. You can't see me. Like,
It's totally a thing that we can do.
Activating stealth mode.
Oh no, we had one employee who did that already. He has like a looping video of himself like
So how long before you figured it out?
actually we didn't. We figured it out when there was two of him on the screen and one of them was nodding. We're like, did you chroma key yourself?
what about this? Like you hear
Reconnecting.
students doing this when they're asked,
Yeah.
like asked to answer something in class now.
Well, there was this one time we had like class and he wasn't listening. Dude fell asleep, but he had the earphones on. So when they were trying to call him to answer for recitation, all he could answer was present.
I hope that was the answer too.
He's like, can you please answer what state does the blah 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 present?
Yeah,
I mean, that is a state.
the present state, sir. The
Present
present state.
That works.
Teacher, you're not technically wrong, and I hate that.
He's there, but also not there.
Yes, but actually,
accepts
no.
the answer.
I really hate that though. Like I really hate. Not that I don't hate it, but I don't really like doing online lectures and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because it gets really annoying.
It feels like forced learning at this point.
yeah.
I mean,
Feel
isn't
like
all
that.
learning slightly forced?
Well, yeah,
You
but
will learn
with
by this.
in-person classes, it just feels like you can absorb more. With this one, you just have to pass for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I have never just passed for the sake of it for a class, right, Norm? We've never just done that. We've always gone to every class thinking we must learn and improve ourselves, not just get a passing grade.
I know this
Well,
one
I
would
mean,
be.
this is especially true for like subjects that are prerequisites to your majors. So
Yeah.
they'll have to ask you about it when you get there. Especially
Yes.
for like my course, Consular and Diplomatic Affairs. I have to
Oh my
remember what protocols are part
Bro,
of
You
this
can't-
for the next subject. I can't not skip out on it.
Yeah. It's not like math.
Math is awesome.
Well,
There's
talk
more-
to Martin. He's currently assigned in Brazil.
Yeah,
What-
I know. He told me.
What I know about what was it?
But there.
I
was
was
it,
gonna mention first Joao's test thing, that the thing you had to do for your test last time, how
What
you
thing?
proctor it online.
Oh yeah, that was that was
That was hell.
really dumb, dude. I felt like I felt like China and
Oh yeah,
like,
because you're watching
surveillance,
everyone.
right? Because like I had 4 windows open,
Oh, God.
watching kids take the test. It's like, oh wow, this is
Big Brother.
What they feel. Yeah, this is real Big Brother, dude. It was
Unknowing to him, they had a second, third, and fourth screen giving them all the other information.
right, like I don't know. It just seemed like such a bad idea, but whatever. Going back to the foreign service, apparently you need to have like really thick neck. You need to have a really thick neck. That way, when you're negotiating bilateral agreements and you're starting to fall asleep, you don't fall over. Like that.
Just keep it up.
So you stand like,
We got Stephen Hawking that shit, man.
It's funny because that happened.
Right, like I don't know. Apparently, the best negotiators are the ones that can fall asleep without looking like they're falling asleep.
I wanted to go to theater arts or music prod, but
Like one of my friends went to theater production and he graduated there. He's currently doing creatives, but he part-time wrestles for PWR before. So, yeah,
it's a wild
wild
career
thing.
path.
I know.
Time job.
I mean,
boring.
when you're supposed to say always make sure you take something far left field when you take your specialty. I don't think
Yes.
wrestling was one of them.
I mean, it's
Well-
still acting.
Wrestling is still physical theater.
Wrestling's real.
There's a 3-act structure in some of them.
Yes, actually, that's true.
Dear God, I
Always
watched
the
the old
follows
wrestling videos. Yes, wow, it was really extra cheesy back then, wasn't it?
Especially the
it still is
promos.
kind of cheesy now, dude. Like,
It seems to be a little more refined these days.
Really?
Wait, so-
I beg to differ.
Yeah,
I find
I
the
mean,
old
look
ones
at-
a little too campy.
yeah.
Like now, it
sometimes
just
it's
feels
still
a little
campy.
more. It seems
Little
fake.
more.
Like I know that it's fake, but now it feels a lot faker
Yeah,
compared to like the time of The Rock and all that stuff.
there's less.
I
Eddie
mean,
like,
The
Guerrero.
Rock existed back then. The Rock was tiny. I remember when they started wrestling, The Rock was skinny.
Was
He
it
was still the
Pebble?
pebble.
Yep.
yeah, it's
He
still
was
the
still
pebble.
Pebbles. He just started to gain mass when he
We
left
called him
wrestling.
Dwayne.
Weirdly.
Well,
Dwayne, rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson. So don't rock the boat. Just rock the Dwayne Johnsons.
Yeah, I
like I'm
remember when I
rocking
was
these
so
Dwayne
hooked on
Johnsons.
wrestling before, like with
It's
damn,
BK.
Shawn Michaels, Triple H,
And
Rey
Connery.
Mysterio. I still remember the songs. I still remember their entrances. It's
Booyaka,
amazing to
booyaka!
me. 619.
619. Oh, okay. That's
So what
hero
is
Rey
this,
Mysterio.
Martin? Are you
Huh?
going to have like another episode of Jobber Talk?
Nah.
This is a impromptu
Yeah.
spiel of Martin Misses Wrestling
An
section of the
impromptu-
podcast.
Yeah, this is the Jobber Talk section of Bodega Nights. Hey, man.
Yeah. I mean,
I like how it. I watched wrestling in the early parts, and I liked how I find it funny how Rey Mysterio slowly lost moves until
Yeah.
the 619 was the only thing he did.
That's sort of
well, he's
that's
old
sort of
Right? He
already.
was a full luchador in the early days, and then
Yeah.
eventually it was
Yeah.
just a 619.
Dude,
I think that's more of like the script now.
he's
Yeah.
nearing his 50s, and his son already wrestled with him.
Yeah,
And
that's
he's
crazy.
Taller
already
than him.
freaking taller.
Wow.
Remember
Yeah.
the small kid who was "I'm your papi"?
Yeah,
He's
there was,
taller than Ray now.
There was like a feud with Eddie Guerrero, right? Like that was one of the last
for the
like,
custody
Yeah.
of his
he
child.
had before he died.
One of the few Latinos on the show, and they had to have a fight.
Which is weird, yeah. Custody.
Only
And
one
then
of you can
now-
exist. Please fight it out.
So it's pretty
You know,
interesting. Like
yeah.
speaking of Eddie Guerrero, I watched this documentary on Vice about Chris Benoit and his family.
Oh yeah, The Dark Side of the Ring. Oh my god, I love that
Yeah.
episode. The two-parter.
That was all right. That was
Dark.
deep. It was really dark. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It's pretty dark.
And I like how they ended it when they try to reunite the family, like the kid who survived and then like the sister of the one that died, the wife of the sister's wife. And I was happy like the common friend Chris Jericho tried to reunite these two after getting this loss of Benoit and that thing. But that said, I think we'd like to thank Josie and Kai for joining us today. And hopefully when this gets released, you'll also be hearing the last two episodes of Access Anonymous and Fine. After episode 10, there will be extra content. And it will also feature Kai and Josie and a few others from the Access Anonymous cast. We're spoiling it right now here in Bodega Nights. And
because nobody listens to this show.
If anyone's listening to this show, we actually have another show. It's me and Miko talking about his Twitch stream. That's going to be Third World Gaming featuring Critical Index this Saturday. Depends when this thing gets released. We're sorry, Joao. Pressure's on you.
I'll just disappear into the bokeh in the background.
You're not Norm. Chroma key your skin like Norm.
And on that note, please follow us on social media. We have a YouTube, like and subscribe, all that stuff. For the select few, we have a Discord. But most importantly, we have a Patreon. Support the channel on channel14.com.
Yeah, man. By the way, if you've been with us since the beginning, thank you for making it through 100 episodes. And
some of us couldn't.
You guys made it to 100.
Yeah.
Good for you guys.
And it's pretty cool that we actually get like guests for this 100th episode. The only thing that's lacking is a GoTed.